now that we've watched plenty of psychic TV, QVC. We've heard all the rock and roll songs about voices and things that were said that were never actually spoken. And, we got our religious theories and all this stuff. But it's obvious that it's quantum physics. Without quantum physics, you wouldn't be seeing this at all. So the truth is obvious to some degree, at least geometrically, and that's if you're really uninformed. You at least see geometry. Okay, so usually the whole universe is made of particles except for space. We don't really know what space is, so everything else is made of particles. But basically, I've discovered exactly this is what I think. This is a hypothesis, and I've conducted a series of tests and computer tests and analog signal tests and things like that. But the human brain is one big magnetic field that, in each time that your conscious mind oscillates an electric signal, it emits a sound wave in the form of light, and also it oscillates a magnetic field. So it's just like a speaker. It's just like a speaker, or like when you turn the radio on, your speaker has a magnet in the back, and then it also has a voice coil around a cone that vibrates. And when you apply electric current to the voice coil, it causes the speaker cone to vibrate. Okay, it also releases light in the form of electromagnetic sound. Okay, the light itself is not exactly always heard by the human ear. Now, some of us might be hearing it, but it's not certain. But what is another thing that might be happening in people who are psychic? Okay, this all has to do with your eardrums. Okay, you have an electrical charge on your eardrum. Well, what happens when we apply magnetism to electrical charge? It moves, it pulls it, it forces it. So, with our brains having and our bodies being magnetic in their circuitry and giving off potential, maybe magnetic fields, maybe. This is hypothesis. And the fact that would be the only way that psychic could really work, because, well, you do emit light in the form of sound that could ionize the eardrum in close range. Your whole brain electrifies when you talk or think. But basically, this psychic science here is that magnetic fields might be interacting with your brain, the magnetic field of Earth. So essentially what happens is when you think, it creates a small signal, or so much big part of your brain will electrify in the back here and all around wherever your conscious thought is. Basically, your conscious thought is a sound frequency. It is the same as having what you call an inner voice. Most people, not all people, can actually hear their inner voice when they think. It sounds like some kind of childlike voice usually. It's kind of ghosty. But It's your inner voice. It's your conscious mind creating the thought process of using language. And it does this probably by the complex nature of memory combined with your ability to formulate frequencies in your mind that your brain remembers. Essentially, it has to be an electrical frequency in the form of sound, which also at that time will emit a light that is equal to the sound frequency, and it will also emit a magnetic pulse that is a magnetic field that will interact with other magnetic fields that can travel an infinite distance. So that's kind of what it is. It's a lot of traveling of magnetic fields, and that means that you could be communicating psychically in a magnetic field. That's what it is. So that's the hypothesis. Are we psychic? Thank you.